So I'm going to switch to English now, but I'll speak slowly. So actually, it's quite a good follow-up to the previous presentation, because actually, yes, we are living in a mobile world. We are constantly on our mobile phones. We're obsessed with, our Twitter, our Facebook. We can buy everything online, but the physical world around us is still here. We're still shopping in shops. We're still distributing business cards. We're still drinking from a normal bottle like here. So at the end of the day, the physical world is still around us, and we need to use our mobile phones to enhance the world around us. So actually, the mobile phone is kind of the ecosystem that's going to allow us to interact with the world around us. So in a sense, we can think of it as the mobile phone being an extension of our senses. So this has already happened, for example, with Shazam, which is also mentioned before. It's the ear of our phone. It can hear things that we cannot hear. And now with Blippar, this is becoming basically the eye of our phone. Things that you cannot see, your phone is going to be able to unlock all that interactive content around you. And of course, this is also happening with NFC and touch, etc., etc. So instead of just being locked down into our mobile is giving us another vision of the world around us. So obviously, how does this apply to brands? So Blippar, as you've seen, we just showed an example now, has been specializing into AR and brands. So how to provide interactive content for brands, how to make all their digital media blippable. So we've been working with obviously big brands like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Unilever, who are all adopting this, this new behavior and giving this to their users. So I'm going to switch back to some demos now, again, to show you some examples.
Oops. Bunlar lazım mı?
Evet, lazım.
Bir kolayı oynayamadım, Pepsi'yi oynayamamıştım.
Oynadın mı?
Diğerlerini oynadım.
Oynadım burada.
So onu oynamadım sadece, bunları oynadım.
Tamam, onları yapacağım. So this is, for example, a Pepsi bottle that's going to be distributed to 250 million people around Europe, and it's all blippable. So I'm going to show you here. Let's hope our connection is good enough. Otherwise, I'll show you some other examples. So I'm just showing here. So you see there's the call to action. So it explains step 1, step 2, how to blip. And here, this is the picture of Messi. So let's see if it works. Yeah, so it's working, but it might take some time. So
ben biraz önce salondaki 354 kişiye Blippar indirin dediğim için küçük çaplı bir hattı dağıtmış olabilirim. İstiyorsan 3G'ye geç.
Maybe
ya da kimse telefon kullanmasın geçici bir süre için.
Sorry. I'm going to quickly switch to my 3G.
Şimdi hızlıca 3G'me geçiyorum.
Okay, here we are.
Tamam, hadi başlayalım.
Okay, so I'll show something else in the meantime. So this is, for example, an ad that was done by CoverGirl. This is a P&G brand. So this was in store, in magazine, in very different places. So as you see, it recognized it immediately. And all of a sudden, I can take this with myself. So the experience continues on my mobile. So I go from offline to online. And here, as women will know in this audience, that it's not very easy to always find, the right makeup, try on things. So, for example, here I'm gonna choose the color. Obviously, I'm gonna go more to the white. So now I selected the color, and it's gonna show me the collection, and I'm gonna be able to put that in my basket and possibly buy it directly on the go. So it gives me, a completely 360 experience from offline to online to social, etc. So I'm going to show another.
Ama bizim şimdi o küçük kitapçığı herkese dağıtmamız lazım olacak.
Evet.
Özellikle kadınlara buradaki.
So this is an example of a campaign that we did with İşbank. I'm going to put the sound. So this is for an event. So basically, they distributed that in universities for their Uludağ Zirvesi, no, not Uludağ Zirvesi, Uludağ event. And so here, everything that they distributed was blippable, and then they could share online, take pictures, and go onto social media, and I'm going to show you that. So there's tremendous strength from offline, online, and social media, and the sharing is extremely, extremely easy. So I'm going to take you guys. I don't see you very well, but it doesn't matter. Like this, for example, and as you see, all the share buttons appear here, and I can share into one click. So it's basically through my mobile giving me a very easy user experience. Okay, and last example, promise, I'll move
Kolayı
forward.
yapamadık mı?
Kola, yine yapacağım onu. Belki bilmiyorum olacak mı.
Mikela'yı zorla Türkçe konuşturuyorlar da haklısınız o.
So this is an example that we did with Nissan. So this was in all newspapers. So this ad is blippable, and obviously it's not only on newspapers. It was also in all their brochures, all the material that they distribute to their different partners. So again, I put on my phone, and here I'm basically seeing the city come alive behind. So the city is alive, and then
ses de var aslında değil mi?
Evet,
Ama
ses de
şu anda
var.
galiba ses dışarıya veremiyoruz oradan diye anlıyorum. Verebiliyor muyuz?
Çok önemli değil. Yani böyle ses. Like this. So here you see it on the flip side, but so I'm going to click, for example, on view the car 360.
Onu tapmamız lazımmış.
Tamam. Hop.
Lütfen yani.
Ha, tamam, şey gitti şimdi. Pardon. Yine yapacağız. Ay. Bunu çıkartayım. Olmayacak. Pardon. So, for example, here you can take a photo with the car, or again, I can go into the 360 visual. So these are all. Ha, buradan da geliyor. Şimdi ses bitti. Evet.
Elimden gelen her türlü desteği sağlamaya çalışıyorum.
So, for example, here I can see the car, etc., etc. So, these are all mobile websites, mobile content that all these brands have, and it's basically putting that right content in the right context at the right moment when you're already interacting with the user. So I'm going to show a last one. So this is my tattoo that I put this morning on. And so my tattoo is blippable as well. So here it's coming alive. I'm showing that from here. So this is just an example. This is obviously just more for fun, but it's just to show that anything around us, anything could become content and interactive. So we can switch back to the presentation, please. Oh, here. Okay. Here we go. So this is just some examples to show you, what we've been doing, how brands are adopting this, and this is basically our breakdown of who we're working with. So this is happening right now. I mean, this is not in the future. Brands are actually using this and including this in their marketing medium. So the biggest shares, as you can see, is mostly in media, FMCG, pretty much broken down between food, cosmetics, and drinks and everything. So this is, if you look at it, it's actually the same share as advertising spent. So this is basically where people are allocating to these types of things. So social media sharing, as I showed it to you before, is extremely important, especially in Turkey. I mean, social media is a big thing here, and with the integration with Twitter and Facebook, etc. For brands, this is important. So as you can see here, there's more than 2.5 share of blips per person, one day blip. So once you do this experience, you actually want to promote it and show it in a certain way. This is another chart explaining the time spent within these type of application, within Blippar, within these type of experiences. And if you see the difference between, our slides are different, but if you see, if you see the comparison between traditional media, so for example, TV, radio, press, outdoor, which is still most of the spending is done there, and you see the comparison with something like Blippar, it's sometimes 15 times, 20 times higher. So we're not saying replace all of that. We're not saying, everything is going to disappear from one day. But since you're already giving so much budget to print, etc., why don't we make it interactive, link it with your digital content, and mobilize it? So making the world around you mobile, actually. So this is, again, a breakdown of time spent depending on content, so video and games, but the average is obviously like 75 seconds, which is very, very high. So this is a chart to show, again, the projection in 2015 of digital versus physical medium, conventional media spend, and I'm sure it's pretty much the same for Turkey. So yes, mobile is growing, internet is growing, all our digital life is growing, but the physical world is still there. So how do we link both? How do we leverage our mobile life into our physical environment? Şimdi Türkçe döneceğim.
Wow.
Evet. Türkçe örnekleri Türkçe söyleyeceğim.
Tamam.
Evet, şimdi biz bayağı bir 6 aydır, 7 aydır Türkiye operasyonu başladık. Büyük markalar bizimle de başladı, yani bu adımı attı. Bu reklamı Akbank'la yaptık mesela. Orada Akbank direkte yönlendiriyor. Cafe Crown ülkelerle çalıştık. Bu Unpack, yani paketin üzerinde bir kampanya oldu. Mobile marketing olduğu için de, social media sharing olduğu için de. Bu P&G ile çalıştık.
Bayağı yerler çalışmışsınız.
Evet, evet.
Siz lansmanı nerede yapmıştınız, Türkiye lansmanını?
Daha yapmadık. Yapacağız. Biz böyle ilk önce
Geçen
çalıştık.
sene hatırlıyorum bir lansman yaptığınızı.
Lansman yapmadık, tam yapmadık. Sizinle
İlk olarak nerede çıkmıştınız diyorum.
İlk tabii seninle Arda, tabii. Tabii. Giriş geldi.
Vallahi yani Webral Summit'te ilk defa çıktılar. Vallahi bayağı müşteri varmış
evet, yani adopsiyon çok iyi oldu aslında.
Bizim orada
Türkiye'de.
neydi oran anlaştığımız?
Sonra konuşuruz.
Ha, tamam.
Tamam, okey.
Ama kapıyı kapatmadı yani, açık bırakıyor.
Evet.
Olur mu olmaz, daha bunun Eylül'ü var.
P&G yeni bir ürün çıkarttı. Yani aslında bir digital asset çıkarttı. Everydayme.com. O digital asset'i nasıl bütün ürünlere onu verdi aslında. Bunun için bu Unpack oldu. Yani everydayme.com.tr bütün Unpack ürünlere geçti. Burada tabii Nisan gösterdiğim gibi bu broşür üzerinden oldu. Bu İşbank'la çalıştık.
Allah gözünüzü doyursun Mikela.
Evet.
God feed your eye.
Anladım, onu da biliyorum.
Tamam. Yani bayağı iş yapmışsınız.
Evet.
Yani topu bizim Webral Summit kaçıydı?
Eylül'deydi.
25'ti. 25 Eylül'dü.
25 Eylül'den beri bütün bunlar oldu.
Vay süper vallahi.
Evet.
Hakikaten yani
Evet,
takdir
evet.
ettim.
Devam ediyorum.
Ne kadar bunların tanesi?
Onu da sonra konuşuruz.
Fakat merak ediyorum. Mesela böyle bir markanın böyle bir şey
Tabii.
yapması ne kadar mal alıyor?
Şimdi orada range'ler var. Çünkü şeyden başlıyor. Yani $8.000'dan $30.000, $40.000 gidebilir. Yani orada çok farklı modeller var aslında.
Evet, devam edersen sayacağım ben de.
Yani sana güzel bir şey yaptık burada.
Evet,
Onu söylüyorum.
teşekkür ederim. Teşekkür ederim.
Burada şeyle çalıştık. Line Ülker'le. Burada Modagram, orada Trendyol Modagram'ın dergide bütün değişik farklı takıları üstümde yani deneyebilirim ve sonra direkt satın alabilirim oradan. Digital Age, Kapital Medya, Mediacard ikisi bizim ortağımız. Onlar da her ay Blippable, belki gördünüz orada. De facto orada in-store her şeyi çalışmak, oradan direkt almak, kendine yani interaktif bir şekilde orada da yapmak güzel oldu. Bunlara geçiyorum. Şimdi yani, okay, I'm switching back to English now. So if we look overall, there's many ways that brand can use this in every sector. But where do we start? We start in the physical environment. It can be on product, it can be on TV, it can be on in-store, anywhere that you can think of, even on yourself. And then you go into this image recognition, and you can switch to a branded content. It can be a simple app, or it can be actually like 3D, AR, etc. But all of this is creating a massive ecosystem of interactions between offline, online operators, and it's creating all that sense of 360 medium communication with your users. So this is some of data, obviously. We always want data. So Blippar is a company based in the UK. We always also have offices in San Francisco, New York, London, Tokyo, Madrid, of course, Istanbul and Mumbai. So Istanbul is an important, very important market for us for Blippar, and it's growing very fast. 5 million users over the world, 120,000, sorry, right now in Turkey. And this is obviously growing with content. 120,000.
Hadi ya.
Yeah. So basically, the way that Blippar is growing is through content. It's not like a usual app. So as you've seen here, I mean, I showed Blippar through all these brands. I didn't say Blippar, Blippar, Blippar. I came and showed what we did because the more content there is, the more user there is. So the way we calculate, for example, conversion rates are compared to the exposure of the market, of the marker. So this bottle, there's going to be 250 million bottles. So we're going to compare the number of people that blipped compared to how many bottles there were that were blippable. So in general, and this is also for Turkey, conversion rates are between 2% and can go to 50%. I mean, remember the badges at WebRazi? They were like 50% conversion compared to the number of people that were there. So, and obviously, because I'm giving all this data, it means we can measure absolutely everything that goes on inside. So again, 7.5 average per blip per person. You know, we've worked with thousands of partners, and we're really becoming the experts in this new behavior.
Bu durumda demek ki artık herkesin gördüğü her şeyden böyle şüphe duyup bliplemesinde fayda var, değil mi?
Evet.
Çünkü her yerden çıkabiliyor yani. Ama yok, genelde o B'yi koyuyorsunuz değil mi siz?
Evet, B olması lazım çünkü insanlar
Londra'da
bilmesi
falan
lazım
çok
ki
var.
blippable.
Londra'da billboardlarda falan da var.
Her tarafta
Londra
var.
diyorken mutlaka blippable bir şeyler görüyorsunuz etrafta.
Burada da olacak, merak etmeyin. Yani her tarafta. Evet, o önemli çünkü insanlar bilmesi lazım ki önünde bir blippable, bir interaktif bir content var. Yani aslında
otobüs durağında falan görüyorsun yani Londra'da bayağı fazla sayıda.
Orada kontrast biz tamamıyla bir pull-based marketing yapıyoruz aslında. Yani push etmiyoruz. O anda görecek bu blippable. Onun için engagement o kadar artıyor. Çünkü hakikaten user'ı çağırıyoruz. Tamam gel, benimle interact et, bunu discover et. Onun için daha böyle çok farklı bir marketing oluyor aslında. So obviously the future of AR, this is really, really huge. I mean, there's actually a sort of a revolution going on with AR because it's changing completely how we perceive the physical world and our mobiles and the interaction between both. So just to give some indication, there's going to be more than 300% growth predicted in the AR in the next 4 years. 2.5 billion AR apps that are going to be downloaded in the next 4 years, sorry. So it is considered in the top 10 most upcoming technologies, and it did start on now. So I also want to give you a sort of an overview of this, where it could be going, what type of R&D we're doing. So first of all, we're the first AR company that included AR in Google Glass, and we did a massive demo in MWC. So obviously this is big noise. So this is going to take all these type of technologies to a whole new other level. So imagine you're with your glass, you can read a magazine, see things interacting, you can buy directly from something that you're seeing around you, from a billboard. So we're going to reach a totally new point in this thing. Another domain where we're really making a lot of research is in recognition. So today I'm talking about image recognition, and maybe Arda, if you invite me again to speak next year, we'll be showing you how we recognize 3D objects directly. So this is in constant evolution, basically. So this is pretty much it. And so we are here, we're Blippar Turkey.
Don't forget Pepsi Ladle. Pepsi'yi unuttuk.
Pepsi unuttuk. Yine yapayım mı onu?
Hiç yapmadık ki.
Yapmadık ama
şimdi
internet iyi değil.
Ben deneyeyim onu.
Bir de o yalnız İngiltere'de çalışıyor genelde iyi. Yani deneyeyim mi yine? Tamam, deneyelim.
Cümleni söylerken ben oynayayım bakayım onunla.
Buradan.
Seninkiyle yapalım. Dur benimkiyle yapalım. Farkmaz ki.
Buradan
Tamam.
So I think if I want to just conclude everything about all this is that you have mobile content, you still have the physical world, so it's how do we bring both together? This is obviously very futuristic, but it's actually happening now, and we are Blippar Turkey, so around you you'll see my partner Zara, our team Özgün and Melis are in the room as well, so please come to talk to us, learn more. If you want this presentation, I can send it to you too. Our address is turkey@blippar.com, and yeah, please feel free to get in touch with us. Yes. Oh, cool. We are doing it. Yeah, so this is for the World Cup special. I'll put the sound. Okay. So this is all the bottles basically
Aslında
become a
ses var.
game. Evet. Böyle. And so okay, so this becomes a game on the bottle. So here it explains how to play. So here you're gonna target. Okay, shoot. Okay, Arda, you play. I'm not very good at this. So this is typical branded content. So this is a brand and they're offering a game and engaging with their users. Okay, I think we're gonna lose Arda.
Bir tane yapmadan bırakırsan burada adam
Evet,
değilim.
bırakırım.
Çok zor bu
People are
ya.
hungry.
Ama sen söyledin İngiltere'de çalışıyordun sen özellikle.
No,
Hatırladın mı?
bir şey yaptım.
Kapattık
İngiltere'de,
bunu,
evet
neyse.
kapattılar. İngiltere girmek lazım. Thank you
Evet.
very much.
Teşekkür ederiz Mikela, süperdi. Çok